The indefinite suspension of ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live has sent shockwaves through the American media landscape, igniting a fervent debate about free speech, political pressure, and the future of broadcast television. This unprecedented move by a major network is not a simple cancellation, but a complex event with multiple layers of cause and effect, revealing the potent intersection of corporate interests and government influence. The situation serves as a critical case study in how a late-night joke can trigger a cascading series of events with serious consequences for journalistic integrity and the very foundations of the First Amendment. The chain of events began with Kimmel's on-air comments regarding the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. In his monologue, Kimmel criticized what he saw as political opportunism by members of the MAGA movement who were attempting to capitalize on the tragedy. He mocked the response of public figures, which drew immediate and intense backlash from conservative media and politicians. The situation escalated rapidly when FCC Chair Brendan Carr, a Trump appointee, entered the fray. In a public podcast appearance, Carr referred to Kimmel's comments as sick and made thinly veiled threats of regulatory action, suggesting that broadcast licenses and corporate mergers could be at risk if networks did not address offensive content. This statement, widely interpreted as jawboning or governmental pressure on private companies, was the crucial turning point. ABC's parent company Disney and a key affiliate station owner, Nexstar, both have multi-billion-dollar business deals pending before the FCC. Disney is seeking approval for ESPN's acquisition of the NFL network, while Nexstar is awaiting a decision on its planned merger with rival broadcaster Tegna, a deal that would create a broadcasting giant with immense market power. Faced with explicit threats from the FCC chair, the choice for these companies became clear: risk major financial and regulatory setbacks to defend a late-night host's monologue, or capitulate to the political pressure. The decision to indefinitely suspend Kimmel's show, which came mere hours after Nexstar and another major affiliate, Sinclair, announced they would preempt it, indicates that corporate interests ultimately outweighed any commitment to defending their talent from government coercion. The immediate consequences have been far-reaching. Beyond the indefinite suspension of a prominent show, the incident has been met with public protests outside Disney studios and a wave of condemnation from lawmakers, free speech advocates, and fellow comedians like David Letterman and Stephen Colbert, the latter of whom recently saw his show canceled under similarly suspect circumstances. Looking ahead, this event sets a dangerous precedent. It's a clear warning shot to any media figure who would dare to criticize the administration, suggesting that their livelihood is dependent on towing a political line. The immediate prediction is that other late-night hosts may begin to self-censor, or networks will preemptively shift towards less politically charged content to avoid similar confrontations. This chilling effect on free expression is perhaps the most serious consequence of all. For Jimmy Kimmel Live, a return to the air remains uncertain and will likely depend on backroom negotiations between Disney executives and the administration. The most probable solution for the show is a quiet return to the air after an indefinite hiatus, with Kimmel or the show's producers subtly adjusting their commentary to avoid direct provocation. Solutions to this broader issue are not simple. They require strong public and institutional resistance. Calls from Democratic leaders for congressional investigations into the FCC's actions are a vital first step, as are the legal challenges being considered by free speech organizations. Ultimately, media companies must find the courage to stand up to political bullying, even at the cost of short-term financial gain. Their long-term credibility and the foundational principle of a free press and a democracy depend on their willingness to prioritize First Amendment rights over corporate profits. This incident, while troubling, may serve as a wake-up call, demonstrating that the fight for free speech is not an abstract political debate, but a constant and very real struggle.